Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and a new edition of our online interview series. We want to talk to Golden Rim Resources, and Tim Strong, the CEO, is here with us. Hey, good day. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Joachim. Great to be back with you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great to see you again. We met the last time, I think, at the Precious Metal Summit in Zurich, and it was really interesting to sit together with you guys and get an update. I'm not yet a shareholder, but I will be. But I'm an indirect shareholder because you are also a member of the Swiss Resource Mining and Special Situations Certificate, which we have listed in Germany and also in Switzerland. So that's great. And I would say exploration in Africa, that's a great and beautiful story. You guys are in Guinea, but also Burkina Faso. But first of all, I must say, you guys did a great job because you raised over 8.3 million Australian dollars. That's a lot of money for an exploration company.
Absolutely. It's a lot of money for an exploration company. It's a lot of money for the current market sentiment. So we were very happy with that.
Yeah, super. May I ask who participated in there? Only old shareholders, but also you got some new institutions, maybe funds. Maybe you can elaborate a bit on that.
So look, it was really well backed by our stronger shareholders. We're very fortunate that we've got certainly a core of 3 or 4 major shareholders that have followed the story for a long time and believe in the long-term game of the company. We have brought in some new shareholders, friends of friends, particularly people that are following me into the company. And people that have really seen the potential of the project. The project has, as we discussed before, it's always been seen as quite small, quite low grade, and people now are starting to wake up and realize, well, actually, this is a much bigger story. And I think that was one of the main reasons that the financing was so successful. And obviously, what this financing allows us by raising that much money is, it keeps us now ahead of the game. We can afford our work programs. We can push through. We can get done everything that we need to do without scraping and sort of saving in order to get that through. So what it really gives us is the chance to do the best work program possible and the best way to advance the project.
Okay, super. When you said like low grades, I mean that's. Let's put it that way. Low grade is low grade. It depends where it is and how deep it is. And if I look on your news from 6th February, I must say that is, to me, those are outstanding results because we have it like from surface. We have a 12-meter depth, 8-meter depth, 13-meter depth. This is like nothing, and grades about between 1 gram gold per ton, 2.6, even 9 grams gold per ton in 12 meters depths. This is fantastic, I would say. Yeah. So how do you see that? Is the focus for you now, let's say the first 100, maybe 150 meters depth, or do you also want to go deeper?
So look, we're really fortunate in the part of Guinea that we're in. The oxide goes down to about 120, even 150 meters. This is really deep oxide profile, not commonly seen. Most people get 50 or 60 meters. Ours is really deep. And like you can see, we're getting grades straight from surface. And those grades continue all the way down to the bottom of the oxide. We've sort of stayed away from testing a lot of the deeper sulfide stuff because we have so much oxide. The benefits of having this oxide mineralization is it's free digging. There's no need for drill and blast, so that saves costs. It's easy to process, and the recoveries are really good. The current network that we have, the recoveries are in the region of 95 to 97%. So what we're doing here is really building up this oxide tonnage. Hopefully with this current drill program, it's going to get bigger and bigger. And it just really presents an easy mineable solution. There's no, like I said, no drill and blast, no need for this super large equipment and all this extra technical downstream stuff that sometimes makes these sulfide deposits much more difficult. So that's really what we're looking at right now. Is the potential at depth? Absolutely. And we have a diamond rig starting in the coming week. And we will test some of these deeper targets underneath the oxide with that diamond rig.
How many meters do you plan to drill now with that with that newly cashed up money?
So look, the original plan was 10,000 meters of RC and 3,500 meters of diamond. We've completed 8,000 meters of RC to date. the rig is just taking a break right now whilst we get some of the results back, so that we can sort of make sure that we're still working on the correct strategy, which is very fortunate for us. We haven't got the drillers on our back to keep drilling, so that's a really good thing for us. And depending on the results that are coming back, you'll have seen the results that we put out on the 6th of February. We expect more results in the coming week or two. We will take stock and look at those and see what we've got, and then continue drilling, certainly up to the 10,000 meters of RC, maybe a bit more, because obviously we've got some extra cash in the bank. And the same with the diamond drilling. We'll continue with the plan 3,500, and depending on what we see, we may warrant drilling some more. We're also looking at testing some of our newer stage targets with an air core rig as well. So really, probably 5,000 meters of air core, just to help bring up some of those targets that haven't got RC holes in, but show good auger anomalies, good soil anomalies, good geophysics anomalies. So hopefully we can bring them into play as well this season.
Super. Would that mean that we see a new resource estimate towards the end of the year?
I would hope so. We hope to have all the drilling wrapped up by around May. Then we'll take a look at the data. And obviously we've already got the resource at Massan. We've drilled to the north of that, and those results were included on the 6th of February release, and more of the same. So we hope to be able to expand the Massan resource, which was always the plan. And then obviously we've been drilling out Berico, following up on last year's previous good exploration results. We're still finding those. So we're working now on building that up, making sure that we're doing enough drilling in the right places to make that a resource. So I would hope that, sort of end of Q2, Q3, we should have two resources, one at Massan and one at Berico. That would be the success plan.
Fantastic. So the concentration is on those two projects. Any prospects? Sorry, any new prospects you have already, let's say, on the radar?
Yeah. Look, so if you think of Massan, it's kind of in the south of the license, and then Berico is 9 kilometers north. There are a lot of prospects in between that show good anomalies but haven't really been tested, including the project called Sedan. So this is what we will come in and do the air core drilling on, see what we get there, and then follow that up with RC drilling probably in the next field season. We also have a new prospect that we're looking at down in the Bamfeli license, which is just to the south of Kada. Myself, Doug Jones, the non-executive director, were out in Guinea a couple of weeks ago, and we were walking around. We got very excited by this new area. So yeah, lots of things to follow up on.
Okay, super. So can I imagine that let's say the bigger picture is, to me, like to establish fast and open pit production and then take it from there? Because it looks to me like it would make sense, and probably with not a high capex, right?
Yeah, look, I think so. I think that's the way this project works. If you think of Anglo-Ashanti's Siguri mine, which is 35 kilometers north of us, it's a series of small pits, 200,000 ounces, 300,000 ounces, 200,000 ounces.
But making money.
But making money, right? So altogether, it becomes a big story. So already at Massan, we have 930,000 ounces. That's going to grow. That's already bigger than any of the pits that Anglo-Ashanti have. Do we have as many pits as they have? Maybe not. Maybe we still see. But that's how I see the picture building: is a series of small oxide open pits that start generating cash very quickly, and then we can consider deeper exploration as the program continues.
Okay, super. How does the infrastructure look like around those future pits?
Yeah, look, I mean, we're fortunate that most of the license area doesn't have any villages on, so there's no community issues. We're on the main road between Siguri and Kankan. It's an asphalt road. We're close to the Niger River. I mean, in terms of infrastructure in West Africa, it's pretty good. We're not in the middle of the rainforest. We don't have to fly helicopters in. We're That's pretty
important.
fortunate. Yeah, it is very important.
Super. Okay, perfect. Let's have a short look, please, on Burkina Faso, because you have also there a 100% owned project. It's a Kuri project, and 2 million ounces gold here.
Yeah, look, 2 million ounces. We're just unfortunate in the location of where it is right now. We're keeping a close eye on the security situation in Burkina, and we're also looking at divestment opportunities for that asset. If the security situation was to get better in Burkina, it's a very good project. It has a lot of merit, has a lot of upside. The exploration was not complete there, so there's more ounces to be found. So of course, if the situation changed, we have the opportunity to jump back in there and continue that exploration. But for now, we're looking at ways to monetize that project as we move forward.
Super. Chile, you did a partnership with Tech. That's also very interesting. So what's going on there? Because it looks also like now a minor interest.
Yeah, look, so Tech have an earn-in to spend $17 million for up to 75% of the project. They've been working hard on community relations and all the stuff that goes in with land access and being able to enter the property. They had a top geologist come in December and do 15 days of mapping. The weather in that part of Chile during January and February is a little rough. So there's been a bit of a break, but we hope that Tech are going to get on the ground in the next couple of months and really advance that project. And obviously we can take some of that news flow and hopefully positive news flow and share some of the excitement that I'm sure Tech are going to have.
So if they would earn the 75%, you would have 25%, obviously. What would that mean in the longer term for you guys? Would that mean if they build a mine, you still have the 25%, of course, or would you say, hey, you know what? If Tech pays the right amount, we sell them the 25%?
Yeah, look, I think that is. I mean, look, Golden Rim's not a mine builder at this stage. That may change depending on how Guinea works out for us. But these projects in Chile are big copper porphyries. They require a lot of capex and a lot of expertise, and that's the expertise that Tech has.
Okay, super. So after that, if I come back to the beginning, after those $8.3 million injection, how much is now in total in the bank?
So we're still getting that money into the bank, and obviously we've been spending a reasonable amount of cash on this drilling, but we've got around $4 million in the bank right now.
Okay, super. So that's your finance settled for 2023.
Yeah, we're pretty comfortable for this year.
Super, that's important. Super, Tim. Thank you very much. That was a great update, and I have the feeling that there will be a lot of news flow in the next weeks and months.
Absolutely, it's going to be a very busy couple of months for news flow and for the teams on the ground. So hopefully we can update the market with some really positive news.
That would be super. Please keep us posted. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tim Strong, the CEO of Golden Rim Resources, and you heard it. Yeah, the main focus is, of course, in Guinea. Burkina Faso maybe hopefully soon divested. Also, they did a partnership with Tech in Chile. The company has enough money in the bank. They have a big work program in front of them, 10,000 meters with RC drilling, 3,500 meters of diamond drilling. And as you saw, this is super shallow. I mean, the oxide is approximately from 0 to 120, maybe 140 meters in depth. That is fantastic. And I have a pretty good feeling that could be one of the next open pit mines here in Guinea. So check out the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.